Kentucky ASA with Cara Kelly, and you had a really good day, didn't you?
I did.
Talk about it.
Well, I got done with my round, and I looked at Connie and Sherry, and I'm like, I don't think there's anything I would change about that round. Like, it felt really solid. I ended up shooting 4 up, and it was just a really solid round. To me, it was a lot easier than the last couple we've had. So I'm sure tomorrow will
How
make up
so
for
in
it.
yardage, setup,
Yeah,
distance?
I think yardage. I think it was definitely probably a softer average than what we shot in Augusta and probably even Texas. So yeah.
Well, how many years have you been shooting pro?
You know, we were talking about that today. I actually had the pleasure of shooting with Sherry and Connie. And I remember being the baby, you know.
When was that?
Well, actually, I turned pro when I was 18, and I am 30, going on 32.
Okay.
And so it's been 14 years, and I can't even believe that. I can't. I
Okay,
told
well-
them. I said, so it feels like I've only been doing it like 7 of those years.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, with all that experience, that means you've got a lot of ups and downs. You've got to weather it. But,
Yes.
you know, you've been very consistent. You've been on top. How are you doing that, do you think?
You know, I started, a lot of people don't know this, but when I started shooting pro at the age of 18, I finished bottom of the pack. I finished bottom of the pack. I struggled. I had a heck of a time. And you know what? You work harder. I was determined that this is what I wanted to do, and I was determined ever since I was young that this is what I wanted to do. And I remember being a little girl looking up and seeing all those women holding that Happy Gilmore check, and I wanted to be that girl. So I just worked really, really hard.
Well, when you were a rookie, what was keeping you from holding the Happy Gilmore check?
Well, I
What
was
going on?
going to school full time. I was going to college full time. I was working at Carbon Express at the time, like 20 to 25 hours a week, and trying to shoot professionally. And that
Right.
it was tough. It was tough. It was, you know, I got up to the class and I'm like, wow, all these girls are that good. So, you know, it took a lot of time from a standpoint of figuring out how to take my game to the next level, as well as mentally.
Yep. Speaking of mentally, at the last shoot down,
I know what you're going to talk about.
it just wasn't an arrow in the target in that coyote. What happened? You blanked the coyote in
Yeah,
a shoot down. So what happened there?
I honestly straight up misjudged it.
Okay.
Straight up. And it was hilarious because Darren and I think it was Greg, they were like,
She
she had
misset
to
her
misset her sight. And I'm like,
That's
I
right.
watched it back and I was like, that's hilarious. Thanks for the props, guys.
The
But I
confidence in you, though,
yeah.
clearly, because, you know,
Well,
she's been doing it a long time.
Yeah, I legitimately misjudged it. And, but it was so funny because the minute that happened, I just went, you shot great all weekend.
Yeah.
You have been pounding the 12s all weekend. Let it go. You got this. And the tables turned, and I thought, you know what? I could get back on the podium. I could do it here.
You thought that right
And
then?
Immediately.
great.
The minute I put my head down and came back up, it was like, refresh, let's go. And I hit 2 more, so back on the podium.
It was really incredible thing to
Thanks.
watch. That's
Thanks.
awesome. And that's the first
Thanks.
thing I thought was, she's gonna shake it off. I bet if I could see her face, it is beet red.
Oh, yeah.
And she can't believe, yes, her blood pressure. But then I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
She's about to do something bad here. It's
yeah.
gonna hurt for other people.
Yeah, I was not a happy camper, and
No,
I knew I
I'm
had
sure
to
you
rebound, so.
Okay, finish this sentence. You will feel like you've made it when.
I win an indoor tournament.
So it's not.
It's on the
3D
bucket list.
I mean, I think if your name is synonymous with 3D Queen, right? Top 3D. But you need to add target.
For me, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's a part of my game I've really been working at. It's a totally different game. It's a totally different game. And
How is it different for you?
for me, it's a mental thing. I figured it out. You know, I've started to figure it out. I shot a 60 exit indoors this year, and for me, that was like, I jumped over the hurdle. So I feel like
And you did that at Indoor Nationals.
I did.
That's tough.
I did, and it's consistently doing the same shot sequence. It's consistently keeping your head in the game in a totally different way, and handling pressure in a different way too. It's just a totally different game.
So what's the coveted title in indoor, do you think, in your opinion?
I'd take any one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I would be happy with any one of them that I shoot. So.
Yeah. So how are you going to have to train differently to make that happen?
Well, I've already started, like this year I really honestly, when I shoot really a ton of dots, it's almost worse for me. I'm like the
How so?
opposite of most people because I overanalyze it.
Okay.
And I break it down too much. So I'm better off to prepare like I'm going to a 3D tournament, shoot some dots in between, and from a mental standpoint, don't overthink it.
Yep.
I'm a thinker. I like to analyze. I like to say, well, okay, what would I change about today's round? Did I beat Cara today? And that sometimes is a major
Say that
hinder.
again. You beat who?
Did I beat Cara today?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I listened to Paige's Bowtech interview this week, and she said the same thing. She shoots against herself, and I thought,
Yep.
it's funny that she would say that. So.
And so did Emily when she was interviewed in Reading.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I think
Yeah.
there's I think we're all realizing that we're our own worst enemies, and that's I've seen that for years out here. And there's so often I want to say, you're not your own worst enemy. You're not.
Yeah.
Have some confidence.
Good. Fantastic. Well, you're enjoying a very cushy lead here in day one, so good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
And thanks
I
for
appreciate
sharing.
it. Absolutely, my pleasure.